Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. The Goa Assembly Speaker Ramesh Tawadkar on Friday dismissed the disqualification petition against 8 former Congress MLAs who crossed over to the BJP. The petition was filed by then GPCC President Girish Chodankar. The Speaker refused to comment on the order nor reply to a question whether there was a merger. The Speaker has interpreted the anti-defection law to promote defections, the counsel for petitioner Girish Chodankar said.
As a speaker म्हणजे ऑर्डर पास केली असते ती ऑर्डर तुमचा जायला मिळत जाते पण त्या ऑर्डर थ्रू होतात
ते म्हणतात की ही ऑर्डर म्हणजे फाटली झेरॉक्स कॉपी
आणि ऑर्डर दिली असते ऑर्डर तुम्ही पोहू शकता ताणी घेताना केलं असतं ते वाचून ती म्हणजे तुम्ही वाचा ऑर्डर
सो एज ऑफ नाव डिसमिस
लास्ट ऑर्डर झाली म्हणजे झेरॉक्स कॉपी आपण
पण एज ऑफ नाव डिसमिस
केला म्हणजे
होय कशाचा राजाने ते एलिगेशन करतात आणि पुढे होऊ शकतो
सर एज ऑफ नाव डिसमिस न्ही पिटिशन हॅज बीन डिसमिस
त्यांचे एक म्हणायचं की समज अशी दिवपा 3 महिन्याची त्यांना दिवपाचे म्हणून रावले की राहीत ते
त्या हाजे हांवें कितले रिंग घेतले ते म्हजोच एक न्ही की तांचे सबमिशन हे ते सगळें जालें आशिल्लें
सर एज अ स्पीकर तुमकां दिसता अश्यो केसी फास्ट ट्रॅक जावपाक जाय पूण असल्यो केसी फास्ट ट्रॅक
हांवें जस्ट फास्ट ट्रॅक घेवपाचोच प्रयत्न अनेक गजाल तांचे एडवोकेट आनी बाकी सगळे आसा न्ही की हाजे डिटेल तांकां जाल्यार तुमी मेळटलें हांवें फास्ट ट्रॅक घेवपाचो प्रयत्न केलो
ते म्हणटा तुमकां विचारा कारण तुमी डिले केलो
आता तुमचे आणि पेटिशन उरला स्पीकर आणि एक उरला ना तुमचे पेटिशन आणि उरलं म्हणजे आणि एक उरला न्ही तुमचे आता
सर पण ते 8 MLAंचे मर्जर जाला सर
सॉरी
तुका ऑर्डरी थ्रू सगळें तुका मेळटलें डिटेल जाय आसा तर दिवपा लायता ऑर्डर दिवपा लायता टिकेटी सेंटर दिवपा लायता
ताजी केन्ना दवरला फाटल्यान दिला डेट बी
ना डेट
The counsel for Girish Chodankar said that the anti-defection law does not give power to legislators to one day get up and say they are merging the party. The party has to be consulted. If this happens, democracy will crumble, Advocate Abhijit Gosavi contended.
The Speaker has dismissed the petition. We expected nothing more. It has been dismissed. The only silver lining is after lot of efforts for last 2 years, finally a decision has come. So since the decision is there, now we will take steps to ensure that the correct law in the regard of disqualification for defectors is laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court. We had requested the Speaker to interpret the provisions of the 10th schedule in a manner which prevent defection. Now the Speaker has dismissed the petition. Therefore, obviously, he has interpreted the provision in a manner which promote defection. So, therefore, the order in a single line to say is something which promote defection rather than to prevent defection, which is the aim of the 10th schedule.
So why the speaker took so long to dismiss the petition?
I think the best person to answer that would be the Honorable Speaker, because it was getting delayed. We first approached the Honorable High Court. High Court in fact said that you decide as early as possible. Even despite that order, nothing was happening. Therefore, we were constrained to approach the Honorable Supreme Court. The matter is still pending in the Supreme Court, and I think the decision which has come is again because the matter is pending before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court had to say few things in the earlier occasion when the hearing of the matter took place. So therefore, I think finally, eventually, the decision has come. It's long overdue, but eventually it has come. So we will now test whatever the decision has been taken. We have just got the copy of the order. We had no time to go through it. We'll go through it. But the operative portion which was pronounced, he has said that the petition is dismissed.
So grounds has been not been what the grounds or what the like the findings are.
Now finding आम्ही वाचू ना. So operative portionच त्याने dictate केले. So we will go through it and we'll let you know what are the grounds. Otherwise, what we have basically argued is that this concept of some majority of the legislature party one day getting up and say that na आम्ही party merge केली is something which is not provided under the 10th schedule. basically if legislature members are given so much of power that without even reference to a political party on stand-alone basis political party merge करपाक लागले जाल्यार डेमोक्रेसीन आनी काय उरलें ना न्ही. Basically the object of the 10th schedule was to give some importance to the political parties. कितें जाल्लें की जेन्ना 10th schedule enact केल्लो तेन्ना elected members were taking decision as per their whims and fancies. So therefore to give some importance to the political party, to the role of the political party, 10th schedule was enacted. Now the way it has been interpreted, at least in the present matter, is to say the political parties kide role aso, but the legislature member can one day get up and say that no, आम्ही merge करता आणि political party merge झाली. To us, our understanding, this is something which is not known to the 10th schedule and it is contrary to the basic fundamentals of democracy. You can't have such a thing that political party कायच role na 10th schedule.
People and activists who are carrying on the chain hunger strike 2 days after ex-Sankwal Sarpanch Premanand Naik broke his hunger strike have strongly demanded to stop the destruction of Goa. On Friday, they said the Sankwal village panchayat and the government must listen to the people and revoke the license to Bhutani infra. Common people said we have to save our fields, our hills and our lands to avoid the destruction of Goa and the government must listen.
आमच्यो बेसिक नीड्स ज्यो आसा आमच्यो फूड क्लोथिंग एंड शेल्टर. फूड आमी एक्चुअली रोवपाचे आतां जागे ना बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड विच आर देर दे आर ऑलरेडी बीन सोल्ड आउट. मोस्ट ऑफ इट इज ऑलरेडी सोल्ड आउट. जे आमचे कपडे आसा कपड्याचे एका इंडस्ट्री ना त्यो कपडे सगळे आतां भायर सरतात आनी आतां लास्ट पडटा ते शेल्टर. अशें जर तर अशें आमी दोंगर वोगर जागे वागे एकीक रावले जाल्यार आमचे फुडें जनरेशन आसा तांकां शेल्टरूय मेळचें ना.
आमचे मागणे म्हणजे आमचे दोंगर आमची झाडां आमची फॉरेस्ट सगळें सेव करपाक बिकॉज यू मस्ट हॅव हर्ड अबाउट ग्लोबल वॉर्मिंग. इफ यू कट ऑल द ट्रीज वी विल फ्राय. Really, and it's happening. Floods are happening now. You must have heard about Spain. Spain was flooding. You heard about Wayanad. Why it is happening? Because we have cut the forests. Okay, if there are no forests, the groundwater doesn't. I mean, they catch the water and then put it in the ground, and that we drink. आमचे व्हाय सुकतो देव, आमचे सगळे नदी सुकतो देव. So we are fighting for the future.
My biggest issue is the land use of Goa. I have 5-6 वर्सां जालीं हेच सांगता. द लँड पळय आसा पर्संटेज वीच इज अवेलेबल अदर दॅन फॉरेस्ट. इफ यू कंपेर ऑल ओवर इंडिया गोवाज लँड इज सो स्कार्स आनी हितून जरी तर असले चल्ले दॅट देर वील बी अ बिग डिजास्टर फॉर गोवा फॉर द लोकल्स इन द वेटिंग. सो द ओनली आन्सर इज दॅट दीज पीपल शूड कन्सिडर ती असलें जावप न्हू. Because there's no point in going on talking about the reasoning. The only thing is, Baba, if it is illegally procured, it has to stop. Ata ulla the legality. Finally, they'll say go to the court. And in courtan, whoever wins the technical points will be the victor. Court never gives justice in a justifiable manner. Court will give that decision based on the technicalities. Whether it is right, wrong, that is secondary. But we can get injustice also, depending upon who got the more power to fight the matter. So, Kotan was म्हणून कोय आमचे निसंड जावन
हे कोत्ताय ते that is really bad and it is affecting all the Goans and it is affecting our future generation. So, आमगे गोंयकारान पहिले हे भायले लोकांक हे लुगार इंकपाचे बंद करपा जाय. जाल्यारूच चेंजीस जातले. And the panchayat is, I'm saying, the panchayat is responsible for all the illegal projects that are happening in Goa. So I hereby say the panchayat has to take strict action. Strict action. कित्याक हांव सगळे पंचायती म्हणा की थोडे पंचायत आहे, थोडे सरपंच आहे, थोडे सेक्रेटरी आहे जे लोकां बारबो आहे. जे लोकां नाका ते पंचायत परमिशन दिना. जे लोक म्हणटाय ना आमकां बेनिफीट जाना आमकां नाका. सो दॅट इज द बेस्ट थिंग. ते सरपंच और पंच सेक्रेटरी मुखार येता आनी म्हणटा आमगे लोकांक नाका जाल्यार आमकांय नाका. तेश कोन्न सगळे विलेजीस जावपाक गरज.
People have to be on tenterhooks, especially commuters, since a herd of bisons is frequently seen in Daboswada, Walpoi, Satari. This herd was crossing the road at Belus Daboswada posing a danger to scooterists. The herd consists of about 15 bisons, villagers told Herald TV. The herd not only pose danger to villagers but destroy fields, vegetable orchards, bananas, betel nut and cashew plantations. They constantly move around in the village since the last 4 years.
शिवा आता कितले दीस जाले ते दिसता हे गोयरेडे क्रॉस जाताना
गैर क्रॉस जाताना रेग्युलर काय तुका मेळपाना पण म्हाका एक 2-3दा मेळ्ळे तितुरल्या दिसा हांवें मदीं एक दीस केन्ना तरी काडलेली ती रिकॉर्डिंग. ओके. मागीर दुसरी गजाल म्हटल्यार मरे गैरेडे कंटिन्युअसली आसा थंयसर. गैरेड्यांचो वावर हो कंटिन्युअसली आहा. नेक्स्ट टायम जेन्ना जाता पळय तेन्ना तुका करंटच धाडटा.
आनी म्हाका सांग थंय कोणाचे अशें लोकांचे शेतां भाटां कितें लुकसाण बी करता अशें तोड.
अरे बाबा काब्बार केला सारखे. आमचे तर आनी इतलोच नाका आमचे ते केळी बिळी काय दवरूंक ना माडयो खोपयल्यो 2-4 वर्सांनी येता ते कळ्ळें तुका. हांव नासतालो न्हू गांवांत. हांव आतां ओनू मातसो गांवांत आसा कळ्ळें तुका लग्न जाल्लेल्या नाल्यार हांव थंय रावा न्हू पलतडी कळ्ळें तुका. म्हाज्यो माडयो बिडयो सगळ्यो काबार केल्यो आनी हे बी काबार केले कितें रे आमचे रोपे रे ताजीचे रोपे काबार केले कांय दवरिना.
ओके. आनी तुमी कितें फॉरेस्टाक बी सांगलेले फॉरेस्टाक बी अशें इन्फॉर्म केलेले
ना रे बापायन बी कांय सांगूंक ना. फॉरेस्ट कितें करतलो रे म्हाका तूं सांग. फॉरेस्ट कितें करतलो सांग. कांयच करचो ना फॉरेस्ट.
ते आतां 15 ग्रुपान आसा ग्रुपान म्हणजे 15 जाण आसता न्ही
सध्या 15 जाण आहा मेजला हांवें स्वता कळप मेजला तो 15 जाणां टोटल. तुका जाय आनी एक फावट तुका लायव्ह विथ डेट एंड टायमाची तुका धाडटा.
ओके. आनी तशें कोण अजून कोणाक अटॅक बी करूं ना न्हू कोणाचेर न्हू तशें कितें
ना अजून अटॅक करूंक ना पूण अटॅक केन्ना करता जेन्ना कितें कोणी हर्ट बी केल्लो आहा जाल्यार करता नाल्यार बेश्ट कितें.
पूण आमचे सगळे एग्रीकल्चर बिल्चर सगळे काबार करून उडयला.
The people of Panjim and across Goa defied the Goa Human Rights Commission order and the Goa State Pollution Control Board restrictions regarding timing and permissible sound decibels on Narkasur night. However, on the next day it was rain that took cognizance and quietened the noise and smoke pollution. In this edition of Street Voices, we asked people for their opinion on the sound restrictions, the violations and the intervention of rain to quieten things down.
The humans of Panjim and across Goa defied the Goa Human Rights Commission order and the Goa State Pollution Control Board restrictions regarding timing and permissible sound decibels on the Narkasur night. However, on the next day it was rain that took cognizance and quietened the noise and smoke pollution. In this edition of Street Voices, we asked people for their opinion on the sound restrictions, the violations and the intervention of rain to quieten things down.
पळय आमी ह्युमन रायटांची सांगले आनी आमी बंद करता अशें करपाक जायना. खरें म्हणजे जाल्यार कायदो न्ही. म्हज्या घरान जाणटो मनीस आसा जावं म्हजो घोव बरो ना जावं म्हज्या ल्हान भुरगें घरान बरें ना आनी ताका जर आवाजान डिस्टर्ब जाता जाय प्रत्येकानी खरें म्हणजे जाल्यार चिंतपाची गरज आसा. कोर्ट सांगतलो ह्युमन रायट्स सांगतलो म्हणून आमी वापरप अशें नासता. खरें कायदो तेंच्यांनी केलो ती बरी आसा. आतां लोक आयकत ना लोक एक दुसऱ्याक त्रास करीत रावता म्हणून ह्युमन रायट्स सांगता न्ही आनी कोर्ट सांगता न्ही की हायकोर्ट बी की तुमी 10 उपरांत हें करूंक जायना. तुमी पळयल्या नरकासुराच्या वेळार प्रत्येका कडेन न्ही प्रत्येक गांवांनी म्हणजे अशें शहरांनी केद्या व्हडल्यांनी आवाज रातभर तो आवाज सगळे जे करूंक जायनासलेले ते आवाजान सगळ्यांनी काम केलें. कोणूच शेजाऱ्याक बाबा तो अभ्यासाक आसतलो जावं तो बरो नासतलो हें कोणें विचार केलो ना. तुमी पळयल्या खंय वास्को तशें जाल्यार पणजेन कोकलो मोला कडेन जालो म्हापशान जाल्यार सगळ्या कडेन जालें. आनी MLAनी मिनिस्टरांनी थोड्यांक ढोल दिलो माती गोबर आवाज करपाक तांकां पयशे डॉनेशन बिनेशन. हांव कितें म्हणटा करा नरकासूर हो करूंक जाय. आमच्या सणाचो पळय उत्सव आसा तो आमी करूंकूच जाय पूण आमी हें चिंतूंक जाय की लोकांक त्रास करपाक जाय. ह्युमन रायटान सांगलें की इतल्या वर्जा उपरांत आसूंक जायना म्हणून पूण लोकांनी आयकलें ना. शेवटी पावसाक तिडे गेली आनी पावसान सगळ्यांचे बंद करून दवरले. पावसाचो व्हडल्यान हें जावंक लागलो सगळें बंद जालें. लोकांनी कांय हें करूंक ना. पावसाक लागून लोकांनी मागीर बंद करचें पडलें. खंय तरी त्रास जाता लोकांक हें आमी माणुसकीच्या दृश्टीन आमी चिंतूंक जाय. पळय आमी दुसरे धर्माचे लोक रॅली काडटात जावं ते लोक आवाज करतात म्हणून आमी बोवाळ मारता. आमी कितें करता आमी तेच करता न्ही. तेंचो जर आमकां त्रास जाता खंयसर बुरखा घातलो म्हणून त्रास जाता जावं तेन्ना मोर्चा काडलो म्हणून जर त्रास जाता आमी चिंतूंक जाय. आमी ते लोक आमकां म्हणपा सारके न्हू. आमी आमचो राज्य आसा म्हणून कितेंय करप न्ही. आमी इतलें करप की आमची मर्यादा दवरून आमी काम करप. कित्याक उत्सव हो मानूकूच जाय, उत्सव हो करूंक जाय. पयलीं कशें आशिल्लें की आमी सबंद रातभर ढोल वाशे करून नरकासुराक बरी नाचयताले. आतां कितें जालें, फॅशन जावन गेल्या आनी हे सगळें नाका जालें जाता. डॉनेशन मेळटा, लोक आपलेय पयशे मोडटात आनी अशें करून म्हणजे चड हें जालां, एक दुसऱ्याचें कंपिटिशन वाडलां आनी ताका लागून हें सगळें चलता आनी अशें दिसता. पण आमचे मागणे आसा लोकां कडेन की दुसऱ्यांक त्रास जावपा सारको तुमी करूं नाका. कित्याक आज प्रत्येकच्या घरान कोण ना कोण बरो नासता आनी प्रत्येकाक दिसता अशें थंड पीस रावचें म्हणून. जर कायद्यान ते 10 पयलीं जर बंद करूंक जाय ते बंद करचें.
Near my colony in Donapaula, it was a raucous noise that was coming, which was vibrating our windows, and I think the police came in and they stopped. But they started back again at 5:15 in the morning, and it was so much that all the window panes were literally shaking. Now, this is something that the human rights must take cognizance about, because festival is not about disturbing somebody, it is about enjoying yourself and getting all the people of all communities together. Now, I have another thing also about this Narkasur, effigy and its thing. How dare the people use the Narkasur to be burnt on the road and then leave all the nails and the ash and the wires and all the deadly stuff on the road. They should be liable also to remove them the next day, because quite a lot of people, who are going to the hospitals, who are going for their work, their vehicles get punctured. They don't do that. And the sound, I am really shocked that that people have not taken cognizance that besides burning the Narkasur at 7 o'clock and 7:30 in the morning, this should have happened at night and people should have gone to sleep peacefully.
Roman Catholics observe All Souls Day on Saturday. On this day, they pray for all the faithful departed who are believed to be in purgatory because they died with the guilt of lesser sins on their souls. Roman Catholic doctrine holds that the prayers of the faithful on earth will help cleanse these souls to enable them to get to heaven and enjoy the presence of God. People decorate the graves of their departed and offer masses for the repose of their souls.
From time immemorial, certain days are devoted to intercession for particular groups of the dead. The institution of a day for a general intercession on 2nd November is due to Odilo, abbot of Cluny, who died in 1048. The date, which became practically universal before the end of the 13th century, was chosen to be observed as All Souls Day. Having celebrated the feast of all the members of the Church who are believed to be in heaven, that is All Saints' Day, the Church on earth turns, on the next day, to pray for those souls believed to be suffering in purgatory.
The significance of All Saints' Day is to remind us that we can all become holy, like the saints who went before us. We are all called to holiness, and we are supposed to emulate their lives, and because we are all called to be holy and reach heaven. So that's the importance of All Saints' Day today. And tomorrow, All Souls' Day, we remember the death of all our loved ones. We pray for their souls if they are in purgatory, so they may be reunited with Christ too.
आमच्या स्मृती कितें आहा, वर्साक एक पावटी आमी शिमित्रीन येता आनी आमचे मेलेल्याचो उगडास करता. जे कोण पाय माय कोण भाव भयण कोणूय तर मेला जाल्यार ताजो उगडास करता. आयज देनपारा आल्मा येता आनी फाल्यां देनपारा आल्मा वयता 2 तारखेक.
कितें करता तुमी शिमित्रीन येवन कितें करता?
शिमित्रीन येवन कोण न्हेसयता, तेंचो उगडास करता, रोजार करता, तेंच्या पासून मागता बरे भाशेन आमकां सावध आनी भलायकी दी म्हणून. एवरी इयर आमी
ओके. आनी नेक्स्ट डे कितें तरी मीस बीस कितें जाता?
मीस आयज स्टार्ट ती फाल्यां फूल डे दिसा आसता.
फाल्यां मीस आसतले
आसता सकाळीं मदीं हेजेर 5-6 आसता 7 तेजी मिसा शिमित्रीन जाता. मागीर थोडी मिसा भितरूय.
Okay. All Saints Day, which is celebrated on the 1st of November every year, where people come and put some flowers and candles on the graves of their departed family members. This is in remembrance of their loved ones, and this is the celebration or rather remembrance on All Saints Day, which is today. And tomorrow morning there are masses also which start in the morning, and then also people come for their masses in the morning.
Beef shops in SGPDA Market Fatorda down their shutters early due to shortage of beef. This happened a day before the Catholic community observes All Souls Day on Saturday, 2nd November. All the beef sellers in SGPDA Market get beef supply from the Goa Meat Complex. They complain that they received small quantities of beef in the morning, which quickly got over. Hence, they had to close their shops Friday morning itself after exhausting their stock. The beef shortage is plaguing the SGPDA market for the last 1 month.
आयज कितें जाला फाल्यां आमचो व्हडलो दीस म्हणल्यार आमचो सोल्स डे. आतां फाल्यां आमचो सोल्स डे आमकां आतां हिंगा बीफ ना. आतां हिंगा येयल्यार आमी आतां येवन वयता ते म्हणटा बिफूच ना. आतां एक म्हयनो जालो आतां तांकां बीफ खंय येयना. आतां बीफाचेर बीफ नासतना आमचे क्रिस्तांवांचे कसलेंय फंक्शन जायना. आतां आमचे फाल्यां येतलो आमचो फेस्टिवल आहा सोल्स डे. आतां आमकां तर मास ना जाल्यार आमी कितें खावपाचें. आमचे कसलेंय तर फंक्शन आहा जाल्यार आमचे एक 5-6 आयटम आसता घरांनी, आनी हे आयटम ना जाल्यार आमचे फेस्ट जायना. आतां हांव मागता आमचे जे क्रिस्तांव MLA आनी मिनिस्टर आहा तेंकोडे मातशें CMA कडेन उलोवपाक आनी हें चोय. सगळीं शॉपां आतां हिंगा बंद आहाय. आयज आमचो इतलो क्रिस्तांव लोक येवन पोतोन गेला कित्याक बीफ ना म्हूण. आतां हे त्रास आतां आख्खे वर्ल्डाक वचून बीफ आहा, फकत गोंयान कित्याक बीफ ना. आनी बीफ बंद करपाक हें बीफ आतां येयलो ना. हें बीफ बाबा आतां येयलां तुमी बंद करपाक ओके म्हणपाक जाता. हें बीफ पुर्वजांनी इतली वर्सांसून हें बीफ आहा आनी हें बीफ आतां तुमी बंद करूंक सोदता. जे लोक खावपाक सोदता ते बीफ ती वस्त तुमी बंद करूं नाकाय. ती वस्त लोकांक मेळपा जाय. हांव मागता आमच्या गोंयच्या CMA कडेन हे आमची जी इतली वर्सांची वस्त ही आमी क्रिस्तांव कोण खाता ते मनीस सगळे ही खाता तेंची वस्त ही बंद करपाची न्हू.
गव्हर्मेंटान ही शॉर्टफॉल जाल्लें आहा बिफा लागून आनी आमगे हेजेर कॅथलीक मुस्लीम भाव विदावट बीफ तेंगे फंक्शन जायना. सो हे हेजेर गव्हर्मेंटान इमिडिएट कितें तरी लक्ष घालपाचें. आनी सपोज शॉर्टफॉल आहा नाव आय थिंक ते हिंगसोन हाडटात फ्रॉम गोवा मीट कॉम्प्लेक्स. भायर सोंकान येयना. सो एवरीथींग इज चॅक. क्वॉलिटी हायजीन एवरीथींग इज चॅक. सो आतां कितेंय तरी कोण गव्हर्मेंट शूड नो वॉट इज द कन्सम्पशन. कितू कन्सम्पशन जाता दिसाक आनी फेस्टिवल टायम कितू कन्सम्पशन जाता तें एसेसमेंट कोन्न तांकां जी शॉर्टफॉल पडटा ते तेणें दिवचें.
After the corporation of the city of Panaji, CCP began demolishing the old fish market multi-storied building. The meat vendors from those premises are without any source of income. They were not even supposed to be rehabilitated by the CCP. On approaching the High Court, they won the case and the court directed that they be rehabilitated within 6 weeks and also directed that the fish market building plan be shown to the court by 30th November. Presently, they have no place to do business.
तांकां आतां कोर्टान पयलीं कितें आशिल्लें ते आमकां रिहॅबिलिटेट करून करिनाशिल्लें आनी आमकां दुसरें न्यू बिल्डींग जाल्या उपरांत आमकां दिनाशिल्लें ते. तेन्ना आमी पेटिशन घातलें आमचे रोहित ब्राडेसान एडवोकेट रोहित म्हाजे सिनियर लॉयर आनी तें पेटिशन आमी जिखले केस ती. आनी तेंचे म्युनिसिपल हायकोर्टान डायरेक्शन कितें दिलें 6 म्हयन्या भितर आमकां रिहॅबिलिटेट करपाचें टेनंट आनी कोण आसा तांकां. आनी जेन्ना बिल्डिंगाचो प्लान 30 डिसेंबराक नोव्हेंबर कितें हें करपाचें हे प्लान दिवपाचो तांकां कोर्टाक अशें तेंचें हें आसा. मागीर आमी पेटिशन आमी एका दिसान फायल केल्लें तें आनी आमचे फेवरान जालें तें शेवट. आनी आमी आतां रावले आमकां केन्ना रिहॅबिलिटेट करता हें पळोवपाक. आतां 6 मंथ म्हणल्यार आमकां आजून एक म्हयनो जाले दिसता म्हाका. 1 म्हयनो जातलो जजमेंट जाल्यार. आतां उरल्या 6 वीक्स सांगला. 6 वीक्स म्हणजे जवळ जवळ 1.5 मंथ जायते उरल्या. आतां सद्याची बिल्डींग ते मोडल्या डेमोलिश केल्या ते थोडी उरल्या बिल्डींग मोडपाची. देन दे वील डिसायड आमकां कितें दिवपाचें. आजून आमकां प्लेसी दिवना कांय दिवना. as per judgment of the High Court, 2 division benches said we should be rehabilitated first within 6 weeks. Then plan should be November 30th. Plan should be given to the court. What are the plans of building? That is what everything. Samena submit vendors.
Samena.
आणि आज धरून एक. I am my jewelry shop business.
ओके. सो आता तुम्ही ते आता सगळे घरा आसा का खंय चलयता तेंची?
ना ते घरा आसा सध्या.
घरा ओके.
आणि I also sitting माझे बिझनेस बंद आसा सर.
कळ्ळें.
माझी वायफ चलयता बिझनेस.
तुमचे
आमचे पयलीं पासून ज्वेलरी शॉपच ते.
थंय आसलेले?
वयर आशिल्ले आमचे.
ओके.
सेकंड फ्लोरार आणि तेन्ना आमचे विथ ऑलमोस्ट I was in 30 years in possession in that building.
Okay.
I was 11% in there.
Okay.
Although the demon Narkasura was burned prior to Diwali, the festival of lights, another demon of inflation has risen a day immediately after Diwali. The price of commercial LPG across India for a 19 kg cylinder has been hiked by rupees 62. The price of a 5 kg cylinder has been hiked by rupees 15. This is certainly a dampener to the festive mood. Soon, domestic LPG cylinders are expected to rise.
दिवाळी सोपची आसा आणि आज अख्ख्या भारतान LPG सिलिंडराचे प्राइस हाईक झाले. 19 केजी सिलिंडराचे प्राइस ऑलमोस्ट 62 रुपीज वाढला आणि 5 केजी सिलिंडराचो प्राइस अराउंड 15 रुपीज वाढला. आणि एक अशा फेस्टिव्ह सिजनाच्या टायमार वाढला ताका आमी फेस्टिवल ऑफ लाईट्स म्हणतात, फेस्टिवल ऑफ पॉझिटिव्हिटी म्हणतात. आणि अशी फेस्टिवलाच्या टायमार अशी एक नेगेटिव्हिटी येवप ही गजाल सारकी न्ही. आय एम 100% शुअर ज्या तरेन सध्या चल्ला डॉमेस्टीक सिलिंडराचे रेट इमिजिएटली वाडपाचे आसा. हे जर पळयले जाल्यार एक दीस पासून जावना आमी नरकासुराक मारून आनी हो नवो एक डिमॉन ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन म्हणून तो एक वयर चल्ला. हे सगळे प्राइस हायक जावन आय कंडेम दीस हायक दॅट विल अफेक्ट द कॉमन मॅन. कित्याक हे एक आम जनतेक त्रास जावपाची गजाल आसा आनी ही जी चल्ल्या ती गजाल सारकी न्ही.
मेन म्हणल्यार पळय आतां कितलेशे बिझनेसमॅन आनी जे सगळे बिझनेसमॅन फॉर दॅट मॅटर स्ट्रगल जाता आपलो धंदो वाचोवपाक. प्रॉफीट सोडूच ब्रेक इवन सुद्दां जावपाक ते बाबडे स्ट्रगल करता. आनी सिलिंडर इज डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड वीथ जे कुकींग जे आसता पळय रेस्टॉरंट जावं इवन सादो कोण एक गाडेवाल देखून जो आहा रोस आमलेट हें करता तांकां सिलिंडर लागता. 19 केजीचो सिलिंडर 1800 आशिल्लो 1807 रुपया 1808 सुमार. आज तो आनीक 50 रुपया म्हणजे नेली 49 रुपीज वाडला. म्हळ्यार 1860 रुपयाचेर पावलो तो आतां. इतल्याचेर पावला. आतां हें कशें चलोवपाचें. आनी आजचे दीस तें जाल्यार दिवाळी जाली आज लक्ष्मी पुजा म्हळ्यार आतां तुमी गव्हर्मेंट लक्ष्मी हाडपा सोदता भितर हे बारीक लोकांक कातरून.
In a novel protest, congressmen from Perne lit candles in the big potholes on the occasion of Diwali. The road from Paraste, Perne to Kurgaon is plagued with numerous potholes, rendering the road dangerous. Most of the roads in the Perne taluka are in bad condition and accidents take place on a daily basis. The congressman said the PWD and the local MLA are just not bothered about safety of the people. Kolba tourist police detained a duo who were moving suspiciously and searching bags of tourists which were kept on the Kolba beach near Dominic's shack. The tourist police were patrolling the area on Diwali day at around 3:30 p.m.
2 persons who were moving around suspiciously on Kolva beach on 31st October were nabbed by the tourist police. The duo disclosed their names as Vinayak Gunaki and Mahesh Korpade, both residents of Karnataka. They however failed to give any identity proof and also failed to justify their presence on the beach. Hence both of them were handed over to the Kolva police. The Kolva police vehicle came to the Kolva beach and took custody of the accused.
That's all we have in this newscast. Thanks for watching Herald TV. Take care and goodbye.